everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to automatically generate email templates with Google Gemini. So consider a marketing team which sends new updates or promotional emails to their customers. And creating the email templates manually can take a lot of time. So what I did was I simply created an automation with Pabbly Connect, which is amazing automation and integration software that helps me to automatically generate email templates with this automation. So in this automation, what is going to happen that as soon as I'm going to enter the title of the new email template in our Google Sheets, automatically with the help of the title, automatically a content that is the email template is going to be generated with the help of Google Gemini. And as the template is going to be generated, I'm going to update that same template in that same spreadsheet so that I can create the record of the email templates in that spreadsheet. For that, we are going to be creating this amazing automation between Google Sheets and Gemini with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you want to learn this amazing automation, then let me take you all to my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we're going to learn how to automatically generate email templates via Google Gemini. Consider a marketing team that regularly sends out newsletters, promotional emails, and updates to their customers. Crafting these emails manually takes a significant amount of time, and maintaining a consistent tone and style can be challenging. By creating this amazing automation with Google Gemini, the team can automatically generate email templates based on predefined criteria such as a type of campaign, target audience, and desired tone. And we are going to be creating this amazing automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign in to my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the all Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see the 5 applications of Pabbly, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on Access Now. Then Pabbly Connect dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right over here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear which is asking for a workflow name. So I'm going to give a name to my workflow as How to automatically generate email templates with Google Gemini. So this is the name that I want to give to my workflow, okay? You can give a name to your workflow according to your requirement. After that, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I've created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this arrow. So these are the folders from which I'm going to select email automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving a name to our workflow and selecting the folder, let's click on Create in order to create a workflow. A workflow is created in the name of How to automatically generate email templates with Google Gemini, and there are 2 windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. Trigger and Action are the 2 most important steps of our automation process because our process depends on these 2 concepts over here. Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means our action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. Firstly, we need to set up our trigger step. For that, click on this arrow, and for the trigger application, we are going to select it as Google Sheets. So we're going to select the trigger application as Google Sheets because in my Google Sheets, I'm going to be creating the record of the email subject, email content description, as well as the email template. And I want that as soon as I'm going to enter the data of the email subject as well as the description of my email, automatically the content should be generated, the template should be generated and updated in this spreadsheet right over here. So I want to connect this spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect. For that, I've selected my trigger application as Google Sheets and for the trigger event as new or updated spreadsheet row, because whenever the new data is going to be entered in the spreadsheet, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, okay? After that, you can see Pabbly Connect has provided us with a webhook URL. With the help of this webhook URL, we are going to connect Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect because this URL works as a bridge between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, let me follow the steps given here below to connect Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. You need to open the spreadsheet that you have created to connect Okay, you can see that this is a spreadsheet that I've created is the name of email templates. And I want that as soon as I'm going to enter the email subject, the content description, automatically with the help of Google Gemini, the template should be created of the email subject and the description that we have entered. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to connect this spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect. For that, click on this extensions button right over here from this bar. Okay, as soon as you click on extensions over here, under it says add-ons. Over here we have to select it and then you have to click on get add-ons. As we're going to do that, over here a new window is going to appear, on which on the search bar we have to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. We're going to search for it. Over here it says Pabbly Connect Webhooks. We're going to open this. You can see that I've already installed Pabbly Connect Webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you haven't installed Pabbly Connect Webhooks, please do install it so that you can connect Pabbly Connect and this spreadsheet. Okay, so as I've already installed it, I'm going to go back and refresh this page. After the page is refreshed, you have to click on extensions again. After that, you're going to click on extensions. Under the options, you can now see Pabbly Connect Webhooks. We're going to select it. Under Pabbly Connect Webhooks, there are multiple options from which you have to click on initial setup. Initial setup dialog box is going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. For the webhook URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And then for the trigger column, it says the trigger column will be a file data column on which if the data is added. As I want that in this spreadsheet, as soon as I'm going to enter the email subject and the content description, automatically Pabbly Connect should capture the response. So our trigger column is going to be column B, because in this column, I want the data to be captured by Pabbly Connect. So what I'm going to do is, for the trigger column over here, I'm going to write it as column B, because this is the column in which if the data is going to be added, Pabbly Connect should capture the response. After selecting the trigger column and pasting the webhook URL, let's click on this submit button. As we're going to do that, it says setup configured successfully. As it says setup configured successfully, I'm going to go back, and the steps that I'm going to tell you right now are very important, so please do not forget to follow them. Click on extensions with Pabbly Connect Webhooks again. You can see under the options it says send on event. We're going to select it. As over here now it is saying working. As the loading is going to be completed, click on extensions and Pabbly Connect Webhooks again. You can see a tick mark is in front of send on event. It is very important to click on send on event, because what is going to happen every time the new data is going to be entered into the spreadsheet, automatically the spreadsheet is going to send that new data to Pabbly Connect. So that is why it is very important to click on send on event. Okay. After connecting the spreadsheet with Pabbly Connect successfully, I'm going to go back to my workflow. It is saying right over here waiting for webhook response. So now what we are going to do is, in the spreadsheet we're going to enter the email subject as well as the content description of the email, and we're going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the new data being entered in our spreadsheet or not. For that, I'm going to enter the data of the email subject and the content description. So as you can see that this is my email subject, that is exclusive offers inside, don't miss out. This is the subject of my email with the content as create a formal promotional email template that highlights exclusive offers and discounts to our customers up to 70% off on our products and services. So this is the content on which I want to generate the email template of. As I've entered the email subject and the email content description, I'm going to go back to my workflow and I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect has captured the response of the data that we have entered in our Google Sheets or not. For that, I'm going to open my workflow. I'm going to scroll down, and yes, you can see right over here, new response has been captured in our Pabbly Connect account. Over here in the response, you've received the email subject, that is exclusive offers inside, don't miss out, with the content description that we have entered in our Google Sheets, as you can see right over here. So this means that Google Sheets is now successfully connected with Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. So now whenever you're going to enter the data of the email subject as well as the email content description in your Google Sheets, automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. So now, as we have received the email subject and the content description, we want to generate an email template for these details. So what we are going to do is, how we're going to generate the email template. For that, we are going to be using Google Gemini. So let us set up our action step, and for the action application, we are going to select it as Google Generative AI. Google Generative AI is Google Gemini. Okay. And for the action event, we're going to select it as generate content, as we want to generate the content, the email template for the details that we have entered. And then let's click on connect button. As you can see that a new window is going to appear on which you have to click on add new connection, but if you want, you can select the existing connection. After click on add new connection, firstly it is asking for the API key to connect Google Generative AI, that is Google Gemini, with Pabbly Connect. How are we going to do that? For that, we'll click on Google AI Studio hyperlink right over here. As we are going to do that, you will be landed towards the Google AI Studio page. Over here in this page, you can see it says Get API Key. We're going to click on it. As soon as we to click on get API key, the API keys page is then going to appear, and over here it says create API key. We're going to click on this button. It is asking for us to search project. I'm going to select a project from my Google AI Studio right over here and then click on create API key in existing project. As it is going to be saying API key generated, so I'm going to copy this key from here, paste it right over here and then click on the save button. As you can see that Google Generative AI is successfully connected with Pabbly Connect. Over here it is asking for the text. The text is the prompt for which Google Generative AI, that is Google Gemini, is going to generate the content for. So over here you have to write the descriptive prompt for which you want to generate the content for. So for the prompt I'm going to write it as. So as you can see that this is the prompt that I've written, that is considered a marketing team that regularly sends out newsletters, promotional emails and updates to their customers. I want to create an email template on description. The description is right over here to send to our customers without the email subject. I've written it as without the email subject because in my spreadsheet I've already entered the email subject. So I do not want to generate the content for the email subject. Okay. So this is the prompt, and over here in the prompt you can see it is asking for the email description. For the email description, what we are going to do is we are going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we are going to insert the data from the previous step of this workflow. And how mapping works is, as soon as you click on this field over here, you can see this was the previous step of this workflow, that is Google Sheets new or updated spreadsheet row. As you're going to click on it, you can see this was the same response that was captured in the previous step. In the response, you have received the email content description that we want over here in our prompt. So from the previous response, I'm going to select this data. As I've selected the data is mapped, and as I map the data has now become dynamic. That means whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the data right away in place of this map data is going to be updated. Okay. Next, it is asking for the models. For the models over here, I'm going to select it as model/Gemini Pro. Okay. And next it is asking for the methods. For the methods, I'm going to select it as generate content, as I want to generate the content for the prompt that I've written right over here. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As I'm going to click on the save and send test request button, you can see over here we have received the response. In the response, you can see that we have received the template, the email template right over here. You can see it says dear customer name. We are delighted to offer you an exclusive opportunity to save up to 70% off in our premium products and services. As a valued customer, you're entitled to these incredible discounts for limited time only. Exclusive offers details right over here, the specific details, how to redeem details right over here. It says the exclusive offer is valid for the start date to the end date. Don't miss out the incredible opportunity to save. Thank you for being a loyal customer. We appreciate your continued support. Sincerely, company name, marketing team. So you can see that this is the email template that has been created with the help of Google Generative AI, that is Google Gemini, for the prompt that we have entered right over here and from our Google Sheets data. So as now we have successfully received the email template with the help of Google Generative AI, that is Google Gemini, I want to update that template in this spreadsheet right over here. So for that, what we are going to do is, as we want to update this template, the content that is generated using Google Gemini in our spreadsheet, we're going to add another action step in this workflow by clicking on this plus button. And for the action application over here, I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. And for the action event, I'm going to select it as update row, as now we're going to update this row with the content that is generated using Google Gemini. And then we're going to click on this connect button. A new window is going to appear on which you have to click on add new connection. But if you want, you can select the existing connection. After that, it says sign in with Google. We're going to click on it. As we're going to do that, a new window is then going to appear which is asking for a permission. So I'm going to click on allow, as the save process in my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to click on this allow button. As you can see that we successfully authorized Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, firstly it is asking for us to select the spreadsheet. For the spreadsheet, you need to select the spreadsheet in which you want to update the row. So for the spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select it as email templates because I want to update the row of the email template in this spreadsheet. Okay. So for the spreadsheet over here, I'm going to select it as email templates. Next over here, it is asking for us to select a sheet. So in the spreadsheet, I've created a single sheet in the name of sheet 1. You can see. So for the sheet over here, I'm going to select it as sheet 1. Next, it is asking for the row index. For the row index, we're going to map the data of the row index that we have received in our previous step. That is right over here. We're going to map this row index data. It is asking for the email subject, the email content description, and the email template. These are the fields that I've created. You can see. And as we just want to update the data for the email template right away, so I'm going to map the data of the content that was generated using Google Generative AI, that is Google Gemini, in place of email template. Okay. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request button. As we're going to do that, you can see right away we received the response, and the response that we have received is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet and I'm going to check whether the template has successfully been updated in my spreadsheet or not. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet that I've created, and yes, you can see right over here the template, the email template has been successfully updated in my spreadsheet. You can see right over here, this is the template that was generated using Google Generative AI. That is Google Gemini has now been updated in my spreadsheet. Okay, so this means that we successfully created an automation by using Pabbly Connect. But now for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the new email subject as well as the new content description in the spreadsheet, and I'm going to check whether Google Gemini generates the email template automatically and updates in this spreadsheet or not. We're going to check whether this automation that we have created is successful or not. Okay, so I'm going to enter the email subject as well as the template right over here. As I've entered the subject as thank you for being a valued customer, and the description as design a thank you email template to express appreciation to loyal customers, the tone should be warm and sincere with a personalized touch. As I've entered it, and in front of you, you can see that the template is automatically generated for the email subject and the content description. It says, dear customer name, thank you for your continued support and loyalty to our brand. Your business means the world to us. We are so grateful for customers like you who have chosen to stick with us over the years. You have helped us grow our business and make the products better than ever before. So this is the content that is generated for the email subject and the email content description with the help of Google Gemini. And we successfully created this amazing automation with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now to sum up till now what we have done, consider a marketing team that regularly sends out newsletters, promotional emails and updates to their customers. And crafting these email templates manually can take a lot of time. So what we did was we simply created an automation between Google Sheets, Google Gemini, that is Google Generative AI, with the help of Pabbly Connect. So now you can automatically generate email templates with the help of Google Gemini for your specific needs. So this is how you create this amazing automation. So if you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on below if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.
Not just with these applications, you can create automation with the help of Pabbly Connect between multiple applications. If you have any doubts, you can send us email on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries on forum.pabbly.com. If you have any queries regarding the pricing of Pabbly Connect, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment down below if you have any questions and doubts, and please share this video, and thank you for watching.